I'm not a CPA, I'm just a welder. So the CPA would be able to give you more information. Okay, my daughter was asking me a lot of questions about investing in the stock market. You know, I've just started doing this, and so I had to do some of my research. And I was just looking at some stuff. I said, why don't they teach this stuff in schools? Just imagine if you would have invested $10,000. Say if I had $10,000 in 1997 and I bought $10,000 worth of stocks in Amazon. As of today, that $10,000 would be worth over $12 million. So I wouldn't be sitting here making a video. I'd be sitting in the Bahamas drinking a margarita and making a video. I'm gonna let you know the 7 best questions. And I had to look this stuff up, and I'm no CPA. I'm just an old welder out here. So if I can do investments in the stock market, I'm pretty sure you can. So these are probably some of the same questions I wanted to ask. So let's go with question number 1. How do I open a brokerage account, a stock market account? It's real simple, very simple. Only thing you need to do is just go to Fidelity and I'd use Fidelity. The reason why I use Fidelity, they don't charge no fees. It's simple. You could trade and sell all the stocks you want. You are not charged any fees. And I think they started this about 7-8 months ago. So it's really easy. Just click through the process, hit individual or join, and it'll walk you through it. And you need a minimum probably of nothing, just to start. So that's how you open up the account. It's that easy. So my son and daughter have already opened them up an account, and they're going to start investing. So maybe in another 10, 15 years, they can just sit back and enjoy a few margaritas and make some residual income. The next question, number 2, can you buy stocks at a fractional of a share? Now, that's a really good question. If you look at Amazon, today it's close to $3,200 a share. So a lot of people don't buy it because they don't have $3,200. But you can buy a fraction of a share of Amazon. So and when I say a fraction of a share, and you can only use this through your app, the Fidelity app. If you go online, you cannot do it. You got to buy it per share. So you got to put a whole number in. But with the app, you can buy a fraction of it. So they said with the app, you can buy it works like this. Say Amazon is $3,200. So you go 3,200 times 0.001. So 3,200 times 0.001, you could pay $3.20 to buy a fraction of Amazon. So you don't have to pay $3,200. You could put $3.20, or you could buy $100 worth, but you have to be a minimum of $3.02. So you could buy a fraction of any company. So you don't have to buy one whole share, but you can only do that through the app, through the Fidelity app. Basically, they trying to get more people to start using their phones on the apps instead of using their computer. But I do all my stuff on the app. It's really, really easy. And number 3 question is, do I pay taxes on stocks? That's a good question. And the answer is yes. On your taxes, you got your long-term capital gains and you have short-term capital gains. Short-term capital gains, that's if you sell your stock before a year is up. So within 365 days, if you sell it, you will have to pay your short-term capital gain, which is ordinary taxes. So, and that can be up between 20 and 37%. So if you sell it before a year, you have to pay just regular taxes, and this stuff is added to your income. But if you wait over a year, say 366 days, not 365. You don't want to take a chance. You want to go 366, 367 days. And that's right there is called your long-term capital gains. So you can play between 0 and 20%. That depends on how much money you're investing. If you made under probably $20, you probably won't pay nothing. But if you made over $1 million in capital gains and you hold it for a year, you probably end up paying 20%. So that's how your long-term capital gains work and your short-term. So those people that are doing the day trading, they are paying short-term capital gains. So they're paying their original income taxes on, which can be up to 37, 38%. So the next question here, number 4, do I pay taxes on stocks if I sell them and leave them in my brokerage account? The answer is yes. Say for instance, you buy some in Amazon and it went up and you made maybe $300 and you sold it the next week. Soon as you sell it, you will pay taxes when you file your taxes as a short-term gain, capital gain, even if you leave it in your brokerage account. So it's still sitting there in the account, but once you sell it, you have to pay taxes on it. So it's best to not sell, just wait till after a year so you can just pay the long-term capital gain. So buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, you will end up paying short-term capital gains, which is original income. So all this income will be added to your taxes. Number 5, how much taxes do I pay on stocks? That depends on how much you make. And it changes every year. If you ain't making a lot of money, you probably ain't gonna pay that much taxes. If you're making $250,000, $400,000, you probably end up paying 20%. So that depends, and you need to check with your CPA. I'm not a CPA, I'm just a welder. So the CPA will be able to give you more information, but for sure, you pay less in taxes if you hold it for longer than a year without selling. Number 6, what happens if I sold my stocks for a loss? So if you sell a stock for a loss and then you sell another stock for a gain, it washes itself out. You can deduct your losses from your gains. How do I reflect the buying and selling on my tax returns? Okay, like you may have done 100 trades, but at the end of the year, you're gonna get a form called a 1099-B. You can get that from your brokerage firm, which I use Fidelity. You can just log on and print it out and it'll give a breakdown of what your gains and losses are. And you can either give that to your CPA or enter that stuff in your tax return. So at the end of the year, you don't have to go through page by page trying to figure that out. They give you a form called a 1099-B. So that's it, guys. It's easy to do investment. So just open up a brokerage account. I use Fidelity. I know a lot of the kids are using this Robinhood app. But with Fidelity, you can buy fractional shares, which is very good. Instead of paying $3,200 for Amazon stock, you can pay $3.20 to get a fraction of that company or a fraction of that stock. So if this video helped, subscribe to my channel, and thank you and have a great day.